That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is going to be day 2 of the lockdown quarantine build. I didn't want to put quarantine in there because I don't want to get my video popped for like putting information out there that's not viable to what's going on. So anyway, today we're working on the head. In my opinion, the head is one of the most time-consuming parts of the engine when you're working on any builds and things like that. Everybody will say different things, but from my experience from the engines I work on, mostly being, you know, Japanese engines, multi-valve setups like that, there's a lot of springs, a lot of shims and things like that, a lot of measurements you got to perform to make sure the head is good. I have broken a couple heads in my time before my shop, kind of doing things as far as like using the wrong incompatible bearing caps. I've once before put a bearing cap backwards. I made a lot of mistakes before I start taking money from people, so it's not what I do to your barrels out there. So anyway, it's just a leaking valve, and it happens over time. So the part is very small. So this is a valve seal. This is an exhaust valve seal right there in my hand. The biggest thing with these is the guys, they don't install them. And what happens when they don't install them, when you do a rebuild, you got 25-year-old, 30-year-old valve seals in there, and these things get dry. So if you look at that, it's really very gummy to the touch. And also the biggest thing I've seen guys make mistakes on when I diagnose engines is you see that spring right there. That spring helps it kind of grab around the actual stem. When that's not there, it's just going to allow oil to go down. So I guarantee you when I take this guy apart, you're going to see there's going to be a bunch of cracks here, and possibly this guy right here is going to be gone. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I got my spare valves out, which is what's there, the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you got 12 per side. And I got 12 in this bag. Somebody actually came in here and needed just one, so I got 11 in this bag. So we're then gonna head over to my bench stock store, which a lot of people don't know I have. So let's go head over there and get me an extra valve stem seal. Very rainy and wet out here. It's all weekend. I see down there in Formula Drift, PA area is all wet today, and it's going to look like it's going to be dry tomorrow. So you should get some smoke out there. So this is my bench stock store. I'm in the process of not reviving, but setting this up. Had some electrical issues over here, and I haven't really been using. So a lot of people don't know this. They don't even know this exists. So this is where I keep a lot of my parts and stuff at. From the last shop, you guys remember this floor. So it's actually 2 rooms back there, and I got stuff back there. So I'm setting this up right now for my own little up garage. Let me cut the light on. Yeah, so we got the lights. So anyway, I'm setting the stuff up, seats, tires, wheels, get some stuff in here. A lot of this stuff I got a ton of spare parts and everything. So we'll be looking for today, it's going to be RB26 valve stem seals. And I definitely should have some here somewhere. So let's check this out and see where we at. So where they at? So again, you guys, I got a shit ton of RB parts, you know, seals, stuff I use a lot. You know, instead of like buying it once, I'll buy it like 3 or 4 times. So again, thanks, major shout out to my guy Anthony setting everything up. So I just had him put everything together in Nissan. So let me check. Probably you didn't get to this part yet, so let me just check this spare box here, and I guarantee you, yep, they're right there. Yep. So I got a ton of parts. I always keep a lot of stuff here. So this is going to be, I can tell by the size just looking at it. I work on too many damn RB engines. So this is going to be intake, and that is going to be exhaust. Let me see that. Yep, so we got it exhaust. So again, guys, for the guys out there who are watching, because this is promotion, it's not only just the build, so it's promotion to business, always business and everything. So still working on getting this set up. I finally got the electrical stuff sorted out, which is those. I got that box on the left there with my fingers pointing. That guy was old school, kept tripping a breaker. So I got this guy installed and everything, and they had to go up, and as you can see, this guy right here is my electrical, my security system, which goes all up in a wall and stuff like that. And don't try to cut it, because if you cut it, they're going to come for you, and I'm going to come for you and beat your ass. So anyway, just got all that stuff there. Still got a bunch of these Japan dyno things right here for the SR20 guys. Got one left for the RB 2025. This is the S14, and this is the S13 SR. Rear wheel drive, and this is the S14, 15 and everything. So I got a little bit of those. So again, on that stuff, I'm gonna get in the store a little bit more set up. and have more things there. So again, check out PinkuStyleStore.com, check out the Pinku Style parts section, and that'll be everything I have there in stock. So let's head back over and get on this build there. All right, so before we get everything set up here, I'm just run down a few things. Must say right away, guys, this is not a how-to. I'm just showing a little bit of stuff. I was a trainer in the military and various places throughout my jobs and career fields. We'll be having a part of my YouTube where I'll be actually doing a members only. I used to do write-ups back in the day, so the guys have been in the game for a little bit. You already know about the write-ups I did back on the forums. I will do these members only videos as I do some jobs. So you'll be able to see what I'm doing and stuff like that. So for example, this head job, I'm not going to do it this time, but there'll be a time when I'll show how to break down the head and do different things and stuff like that. So anyway, let's get right to it. Anyway, the biggest thing with heads and things like that, cleanliness and organization is a big thing. So as you guys can see right here, I got the metal tables, I got my brushes, got this cool tool I made right here. This one is for getting down when I take the spark plugs out. The biggest thing I see is a lot of guys, they have dirty spark plugs. Your spark plugs help the ground through the block. So if you got dirt and stuff, it's just going to be pretty bad. So all the stuff, you want to get the stuff off. You're going to have a nice kerosene bath right here. This is kerosene. I like to use it because it's very gentle. It cleans, but it's not very abrasive. And it's almost the same makeup as a parts cleaner. You want to have something like this, a little bottle or something that do like little jet sprays to get up in there and things like that. Your valve compound. And this is all considering that your head is good to go. So again, I'm saying I'm not going to do any instructions, but I'm doing that. But anyway, so you got the valve compound grinding. You got your valve tool, some little brushes, your FSM, TO, and things like that. So the only you need your valve stem seal tool to pull things out. You see how to use that, and then your compressor just to get things out and everything. So very basic setup. And then of course over here, when you start pulling out your shims and things like that, one thing you definitely want to have, which I didn't point out, is your you want to have a magnet here. So the magnet just helps to pick up on these guys and take them out, just like you see right there. And inside of there you see your shim. So you put that thing back in there and everything. Oh, fuck, I just dropped it. The biggest thing I will say, man, is just, again, you see my shop right here, looking around, everything's in place. There's not really anything out of place or just laying on the floor. I don't like shit on the floor, and then having a nice organized box, all the tools, all my tins accounted for. I got 1, 2, and 3. I got all my 10 millimeters accounted for, man. So just make sure shit is good to go. So let's get into breaking this thing down. All right, guys, just got done wrapping up the head and everything. Head is a very time-consuming ordeal. Definitely want to take enough time for it. A lot of cleaning, as you can see from the head right here, from the videos before. The head was very dirty before and everything. So if you guys remember a little bit ago, I posted about the trade. I got a trade in from a customer who claimed that this was a Tomei engine, which it definitely was not a Tomei engine. There was some stuff done to it. One thing I did realize in the part of the rebuild, which is one thing I do when I get before I race anything of high spec, I go through it, and you can save you a lot of heartache. So the guy was complaining about he thought he had a blown head gasket. Actually, what he had three valve stem seals fail. It was putting oil into the engine, and also there was these three intake valves right here were bent. So they were bent very slightly, but they were bent. And the reason they were bent, when I actually put the engine in TDC, it was off about a tooth on the intake side, and the off about 2 teeth on the exhaust side and everything. So, and a person was running the engine up. So again, very slight bend. There was no piston damage, but the valves definitely were slightly bent. If you put them in and out once you're doing the valve seating, you could tell when you're putting it in and out, it was like a slight hesitation. So luckily I got a lot of RB stuff here, and I was able to actually swap those out and everything. So that's just one of the things out there, guys, when you are doing a lot of this stuff. Again, this is not a tutorial, but again, yeah, you know, could give you a few pointers. But that was the head. I'm pretty high right now. I'm not feeling good because the kerosene and the brake clean. So definitely have ventilation. I'm in a very big shop, big ceiling, and I had the doors open and everything, but still those fumes get you and everything. So that's day 2. I got the most time-consuming part of the build done, which is the head. I mean, every component of the engine is very vital, but the head, there's a lot of, that's your intake exhaust. Again, every part is vital, but your power is made and lost inside of the head, man. So I did a little bit of polishing here as well in-house to smooth things out. A little bit of grinding right here to make sure things a little bit better right here. So you can see right here on the stock when it got like a lot of jaggies on it, and I just smoothed those out and everything. So there's a lot of cool things you could do here to get a little bit more coolant flow and things like that. So again, that's going to be day 2. I'm going to tomorrow get into the lower end and get that all assembled and everything. So that should be back from machine shop and stuff like that. And then pretty much it'll be by day 4, engine will be fully assembled after I get to the other things. So again, moving right along, utilizing this lockdown to my advantage, because again, I'm not dealing with customers at this time, and get some of my stuff done because my stuff's been on the back burner for a little bit. All in all, customers, you know, you guys, I mean, yeah, whatever. You're a customer of mine. I've already talked to you, so I'm not explaining myself on YouTube. So again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe if you like these a lot. Just, you know, I mean, it could definitely be a thing, but I got to make it worth my while. I'm not getting a lot of views, a lot of support, a lot of comments. I'm not going to take time out of my day to make these videos and everything. So look back at my channel. I got quality content, and I guarantee you that. It's just that, you know, I mean, I keep it real. I don't do drama videos and stuff like that. So I'm not going to be faking the funk, man. Things go, I mean, again, three valves slightly bent, but I mean, that's lightweight stuff. The valve guys are still good. They're within specs, so I'm not gonna make some shit up and everything and make drama like a lot of those reality shows do. So again, it's gonna be Donnie signing off from Masawa, Japan. Pinku Style Garage. See you guys later. Peace.
Like they always copy mannerisms, but they never start from the very root of his being, and that is, how can I be me?